Welcome to the Shift into What's Next podcast, where embracing change can ignite a world of possibilities.
Hey now, I'm your host Elise Ancel, and welcome back to a space where we have real conversations about the challenges that try to shake us, but don't break us. Today, we're talking about something we all wrestle with at some point: timing, positioning, and trusting the process. Have you ever felt ready to step into what's next, but no matter how much you push, things just aren't lining up? It's frustrating, right? When you see where you want to be, it's tempting to try and speed things up, to make a move, force progress, and get ahead. But here's the reality of that. Moving ahead of schedule doesn't always mean moving forward. Sometimes we can push so hard that we end up creating more work for ourselves, more delays, and more waiting, because what we're waiting for isn't even ready yet. Think about a game of chess. A pawn doesn't move like a queen or jump ahead like a knight. It moves one step at a time, forward. No shortcuts, no skipping steps, but still with purpose. And when it reaches the right position, it can be promoted. That's how life works too, pretty much. Every step you take is intentional. God moves strategically, like a master chess player. He's already planned several steps ahead. Checkmate. You don't have to force your way through. You just need to trust the positioning. Positioning is everything. And that's what I've been realizing. Where you are matters just as much as what you're doing. It's not just about movement. It's about being in the right place to receive, to build, and to step into what's meant for you. Looking back, I can see how certain events in my life weren't just obstacles. They were redirects. They were pushing me out of spaces I had outgrown into a place I needed to be. I had my own plans, but God had something better in mind. And the truth is, even if I had forced things to work in the wrong place, they wouldn't have lasted. At some point, we have to recognize when we're fighting to stay where we were never meant to settle, because when we let go and trust the shift, everything changes. So let's talk about it and sit with this for a moment. If you're in a season where things feel slow, frustrating, or uncertain, here's what I want you to consider. Are you trying to move ahead of schedule? Sometimes we think pushing harder will get us there faster. But the truth is, forcing progress can actually create more delays. What if the timing isn't off? What if you're just being positioned for something greater? And what if that closed door wasn't a no, but a not here? We see obstacles as rejection, but sometimes they're redirection. If something isn't working, no matter how much effort you put in, it might just be because it's not the right place for you to build. What if the best opportunity is waiting for you somewhere else? And has discomfort been nudging you to move? We don't always recognize when we've outgrown a space until it starts feeling uncomfortable, when things no longer fit, when restlessness settles in, or when everything around you is shifting. It might be a sign that it's time to reposition. And finally, are you holding on to what's familiar when your best is ahead? I know, letting go isn't easy, but what if you're clinging to something that just can't carry you where you're meant to go? Your best isn't behind you, it's ahead. Every step, every shift is leading you towards something greater. So as we wrap up with this episode, here's what I want you to take away from this. You don't have to force what's already been planned for you. Your steps have been ordered. Even when things feel slow, even when life redirects you, it's all working in alignment. If you've been feeling frustrated, like things aren't happening fast enough, or doors keep closing, ask yourself, is this a delay or a repositioning? Because sometimes the very thing that feels like a setback is actually setting you up for something greater. Trust the process, play your position, and when the time is right, you'll see why every step had to happen exactly the way it did. So until the next time.
Thanks for joining me today. If you enjoyed this episode, go ahead and like, share, or subscribe on your favorite podcast platform, and feel free to leave a comment. I'd love to hear how your shift is unfolding.